Hey Wizards, guess what? It is Kieran Kieran Gravehammer. I'm back for the next episode in the Death School walkthrough, guys. And we gotta knock some flame legs off their legs, so let's go ahead and do that. So we are right now in the big thick of it, trying to gather some stuff so that we can continue to help out the bees. So yeah, lots of stuff going on, like normal. Always something going on. So here to make things happen and to put it all together. Very good. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Like always, it's good to be hanging out with you guys again today. I just want to say thanks to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Remember, there's 3 free ways you can do it that doesn't cost you anything. You hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button, and you can drop me comments. And I do respond and look at all the comments that you guys give out. So thank you for those of you who have taken time to do that. I do so appreciate that. And I do even look at the old comments from older videos of you guys, or should I say new comments on older videos. I try to keep up with all those, and I do respond to each and every one, so big thanks. By the way, guys, should be getting full Monday night stream going on. Just watch the channel for any updates as the times, but tomorrow night we usually stream Monday nights, and we'll be questing with my myth wizard, having some fun and working our way through Darkmoor. So hopefully you guys will come out and hang out with us online for that. You know, it's always a good time to chat and to catch up with each other for the week. So hopefully we'll see you. Alrighty, let's see here. And finally, my turn is up. So let's see. There we go. Okay, that should have taken care of the flame legs for us. Now we have to head over to the flower meadow in the last wood. Very good, very good. I'm sure there'll probably be somebody we have to fight over here. That's just how this stuff works. I love the last wood forest. I'm not sure if it's one of my favorite ones, but it's definitely a cool forest. Good, good, good. Went to the flower meadow. Now we have to go back and talk to Zam. Did I get this thing? I think I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. That is a side quest for flower collecting for, anyways. Yeah, you know where it is. In Bastion. Back in Bastion. Ooh, the silent market where Zeke is. Yes, I forget her name. Eliza, yeah, you know. Okay. There's that big gate that we melted down. And of course, it's a little bit of running back and forth around here like that. Well, last episode we learned all about shadow magic, and we picked up our shadow magic buffs. I'm pretty excited about that. I think that's going to be really cool long term, especially as we start to pick that up. Also, I was noticing this week that they started announcing some updates to tier 1 spell weaving. So we got some new spells. I'll probably be coming out in the next update in this I guess winter update is how it's going to be called. I always forget and don't keep track of it that well.
Our singing bowls! Excellent! And nice perfume. Go to the round dance shrine on the edge of Celestial Lake and place the items you've collected. Then you'll have to do a waggle dance. You don't know the waggle dance? Here, let me teach you. Not bad. Well, nothing says it has to be done well, at any rate. Just do the best you can. The entrance to the water cavern will rise. Head down and face Belosto Toebiter. He's far more dangerous than his name suggests. Once he's defeated, free the Lost Mouse King.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're trying to find the Lost Mouse King, who the bees had, and I guess Toebiter, he's in the grips of Toebiter. Yeah, that's not a big deal. We can take care of it. We're going to go do a dance, I think. Is this where it is?
Place the wax candles, the singing bowls, and the traditional crystal stinger staff on the shrine. Do you think you can dance?
Ha 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 ha.
You try to remember all the moves that Zam taught you.
That's funny.
Not bad moves for a wizard.
There we go. Time to go deal with Toe-Biter. Is that what his name is? Toe-Biter? Jeez. What a name. What a name. All these bugs have these funky names around here. That's okay. Doesn't bother me any.
Let me pierce your skin. My saliva will reduce your ego. Soon you'll be nothing more than a flesh bag of delicious juices.
Let me double check my deck and make sure that we are sufficiently armed for this guy. Okay, I'm feeling good about that.
I was saving the Mouse King for my nymphs when they hatch. Maybe I'll feed your pets to them instead. The babies are always so ravenous.
Oh, well. Hey, but look, there is the Mouse King. Okay, so we want to get him out and back to Bastion. Let's see here. What should we do first? Well, we're not going to use him. You know, I wonder if we can get rid of that lake elemental pretty quickly with a hit. Let's go for it. Oh, those Onis. Yeah, so anyways, I've been kind of catching glimpses and hints of some of the spoilers for this winter update that's getting ready to come out. I'm pretty sure that the test realm is on its way, and I'm kind of excited. They are really bringing the spell weaving thing in more and more into the new storylines and stuff, and I'm actually really kind of excited to see that happen. You know? Should I just go for it? Is that'll be enough? Let's see. So I'm pretty stoked about it. I don't know if you guys saw that. I've only seen some of the new ones for like the Myth and for Storm, but I think there's going to be some really cool new metas where this stuff is going to come around, and it does look like there's going to be some new blade options out there as well. So more options for the weaving, which means, you know, more variety of different school combinations you can do. It's pretty interesting. I think it's going to be really exciting as it gets rolled out. So we're going to keep an eye on that, and definitely, you know, once it rolls out, we might have to take our Death Wizard back and take a look at the options and see if we're still happy with the option that we're running with right now, which is the combo Storm Death. You know, because we can always weave into a different school. We'll have to do some new quests to do it, but it's definitely an option. Okay, well, just as I thought. Oh, I forgot I have all those prisms in the deck. Yeah, we'll get rid of those. Okay, well, I think we are in good shape here, so I'm going to go ahead and let my pips start to stack, and then we'll start stacking up some, what do you call those things? Oh, yeah, blades. Start stacking up some blades. I've got plenty of feints in my deck. Tell you what, my death is definitely, he's definitely got some things going for him. But I'll tell you what, you know, my Fire Wizard currently is going through the new Darkmoor quest, and I'm really happy about the way my Fire character plays. You know, there's some things I can do with my Fire character that I wasn't able to do with my Myth character, which makes it super interesting and fun to play, and different to play too. I think that's the fun part, is all the schools play a little bit differently, and depending on how your strategy goes and everything, it can be a lot of fun doing the quests and fighting some of the different cheats with a different meta, you know. And I don't think there is one solid meta anybody should, like, you know, stick with. I think there's so many different ways you can play the game. You know, I think there's just a huge variety and different opportunities to experiment now, especially more than ever as they're expanding the spell weaving concept across the different paths. It's pretty interesting that we're going to see some new spell weaving spells in Arc 1. Yeah, because well, actually I don't remember. You know, we'll have to, I guess we'll find out when we start off a new wizard as we go to work its way through and seeing where that can take us. Okay. Gosh, I got 3 nice big blades ready to go on this guy. He's got a lot of health, though. And you know what? He's going to try to shrink us down a little bit. I think we have enough time to continue to build up the hits. Wow, he is hitting me with all the damage over times. Okay. We're going to get Dr. Vaughn ready to go here. And... I think we're going to be in pretty good shape here. You know, I could use a feint. A feint would be really nice to have right now. Interesting. Well, don't need that. Don't need that. You know what? Should we just go for it? Yeah, I think we should go for it because our health is getting a little bit low. Yeah, especially when he's hitting me with so many of these. Yeah, you got to watch those damage over times. If you're not paying attention to them, they can creep up really fast. Well, this will be a good hit. It won't be enough to finish him off, but it'll definitely get us back in good health and allow us to set up for another hit. That's okay. I've got plenty of other strong hits in the deck right now. Okay, well, oh, there we go. That's the feint we were looking for. We'll be able to take him down pretty easily now. Wow, got another feint all ready to go. I've always thought this was a pretty cool spell. I like how it brings the ice up and just crunches between it. My biggest issue right now just seems to be a lack of pips. I've got to get some pips and fast. Let's get rid of... Gosh, I don't want to keep spending pips on blades and everything. This feint, though, will probably be the way to go. Glad we blocked that. Ugh. Okay, I can't cast anything that's gonna take a pip anymore. I gotta get my hit up. We've got enough anyways. We're in good shape. Plenty of hits lining up. We just need the pips. Wow, he is not going to stop coming at us, though. Yeah, that damage over time of his, that's kind of a brutal hit. Ooh, I hope we can last enough rounds here. I might have to, do some damage control. Wow, that's not good. Is he going to do that again? No, okay. Guys, I'm going to have to attack. Okay, that's helpful. That's not. Okay, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Okay, we're just going to hit Ship of Fools. Yeah. Luckily enough for us, he didn't attack again. Oh, he put a shield up that dastardly fellow. Well, at least had a good, at least we had a little bit of pierce on that shield of his. God, look how close we are to finishing him off. It took care of our health issue, just didn't finish him off. Oh, but look at that. We have enough pips to Ship of Fools him twice, so let's finish it off.
Crushed and broken. Who will feed my babies now?
There we go. King Piat, Morning Sword.
Who has come to save me? I cannot thank you enough. Spellbinder, Bastion has been restored. Can it be true? Please, meet me there so that I can see it with my own eyes.
Okay, guys, it's time to head to Bastion. So, Bastion we shall go. Glad we have the fast travel pass to Bastion, right? I love it. Bastion's so much cooler with the mice walking around. Of course, we still have a few mantises, but one of them is already proven to be an ally, so that's pretty good. Okay. Wow, to the throne room. We were in here earlier when we were dealing with that other guy. Let's talk to the king.
I never believed I would see this day. Spellbinder, I had been trapped by that horrendous creature for too long. You have done so much for my people. Will you help me rally the rest of the burrowers? We need a forceful strike against the remaining Umbra Legion forces. I've heard Blue Razors and Night Flames still plague the Lost Wood. Defeat 100 of each to show them we have returned. Further, here are messages for Elazar Fireblade and Tobias Split Sky. Deliver them for us, and make haste.
I was just there. Yeah. It seems like for this first part, those fire legs and those blue razors are the whipping boys of the mobs, because they keep sending us to go beat them up again, and again and again and again and again. So that's funny. But anyways, that's okay. That's what we do. That's why we're here. We're here to take down Morganth. So let's go ahead and knock out some of these blue razors first. You know what? Why do I not have a mount up? Let's go ahead and check. I say let's try Grey Warg. Very good. Yeah, why was my Warg not running? Was it because I teleported out? of the dungeon. Maybe that was it. I don't know. That seems kind of weird. Okay. Blue razor time. We just got to knock 2 of these guys out. Do we have to do flame legs too? I forgot. Well, you know. It's not like we haven't done this show before. Let's put that up. And let's go. Nice. We're not getting any spells to cast, though. There we go. Finally got a spell. Let's do this thing. Well, that's great. You know what? Let's do it. Gosh, I haven't done this one for a while. Not sure if it'll be enough to finish him off, though. That works for me. Okay, now we have to go take care of some night flames, which unfortunately are on the way other end of the last wood. Yeah, they got stuck. Okay. Jeez, only one way through apparently. Okay. Yep, not night flames this time. Back to Queen Myrtle Town. And from here we have to take the teleport and take down some more of these night flames. Which is fine. We just gotta get a couple of these guys out of the way. Perfect. Ooh, saw the Phoenix being used behind me. It's always pretty cool. I'll tell you what, that's one of the best things I really liked about the Chrysalis storyline is it just moves. You are moving from one thing to the next. I'm going to put another blade up just to make sure that we get these guys out with the first hit. But yeah, I love it. I love it how you're going from nothing to meeting the resistance, to shutting down, to restoring an ally, to restoring the destroyed land of where we first appeared, to freeing a king. I mean, I'll tell you what, it ramps up pretty quickly. Now, you do feel like you're beating up a lot of the same mobs along the way over and over a few times. but you know what? There's always going to be some guys that you got to defeat and stop. But I love how the storyline just ramps up from that point to point, and it gives you so many great wow moments. Like when you first got the magic going with the statues, and then when you free the tower. I thought that was a big wow moment. And then when you when we first found Divum, boy, Divum, I'm still sad about that whole situation with Divum, and then when we ended up freeing the tower and then going back to Bastion and finding everybody moving around and the Umbra Legion gone, and then discovering that that the Mantis that we've been working with was always one that was our ally, even though was careful about being hidden. Love the storyline. That's just me. I thought it was well crafted. Okay, Lazar.
A message from Bastion, from King Pied Morningsword. I never expected this day. Please tell the king that we fully support him, of course, for Bastion.
Very good. Now we have to head all the way back over to Tobias. So let's head all the way back over to Tobias. Split Sky of the Sugar Gliders. Then I bet you we'll end up back in Bastion. Yeah, that just feels like the direction we're going for right here. There's Tobias. Let's give him the good news.
You took down some night flames in Camp Havoc? Ha! They will soon be driven from the last wood. What's this? A letter from Bastion? Excellent news. I heard many of the bees put down their weapons and rallied to their new queen. Old queen, whomever. Tell King Piot that the Sugar Gliders remember their vows to Bastion. To celebrate the king's return, and what's more, the restoration of Bastion, we should restore the king's throne. I've heard the crown gems for the king's throne were seen in the claws of some Goliath stingers. My people know where they are, near the Flower Meadow, but only you can get them back. Will you do this?
Only I can get them back. Well, it's a good thing I came along, right, guys? Absolutely. Only the wizard, or the spellbinder, as they like to call me. Spellbinder. Very cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, we'll be back to that meadow in a short shake of a stick here. We just have to zoom through the curves and the twists and the turns, And the meadow is just outside of the last wood here. Whew, glad it let me through there. I see it. I wondered why this wasn't lit up yet, but I guess that is an answer to our question right there. So it looks like we're going to get some gems for the throne, and we're going to restore the throne back in Bastion. Goliaths?
Flashling, Shadow Queen, say you come. Say, cross your bones, grow your skull, scatter your deck.
Well, you haven't been successful at it yet, Stinger. Let's go ahead and crush these guys back some. 4-1. Woo. For any other wizard, that could be a headache. But for me... well, we can definitely handle 4 stingers. Now, there is a really big dungeon coming up in the future that I'm wondering if we're going to be able to solo. I've never been able to solo it with some of my other wizards, but I think there's a good possibility with the death guy we could solo it, actually, if we play our cards right. So I'm kind of excited about that. Death just has so many advantages in solo play, and it really is because of the drain spells, Like, honestly, Death kinda needs a little balancing. I think the big balance with Death is to take away drain spells for the AoEs. If they got rid of Death's AoE drain spells, I think that would balance Death out and would make, well, would upset a lot of players, especially Death players. It would. But I think it would go a ways to balancing Death out in the play side. I mean, it wouldn't totally do it. I think the drain spells are good. I think they're a really awesome way to differentiate Death from other classes, and they definitely are fantastic. But I think the AoE drain spells, case in point, we're about to see them used again, end up just being a step too far. Like, why would you use a single drain spell? I mean, there's reasons why. When you have these AoE drain spells, always at your fingertips. Right? Just like that. And I'm back to full health.
You recover a velvet purse with a handful of dazzling gems.
And I'm just saying, I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm just saying that the more I play Death, the more I realize how OP for PvE at least Death is. Yeah, Death is very OP for player versus environment. You know, not that it's totally anything. Jeez. It's just that, that's something they should have saw earlier, honestly. Yeah, but it's okay. It's fine with me. Like really when you look at Scarecrow and you look at, well, any of the drain AoEs, it's an overpowered spell. It really is. It is a hugely overpowered spell. And I think, it should either be a drain or it should be an AoE. It shouldn't be both. I wouldn't mind them giving you more drains, but it's fine.
You recovered the crown gems. Excellent. Take the crown gems back to Bastion and use them to restore King Piet's throne. Give the king our regards.
Okay, now we get to go back to Bastion now that we've got the crown jewels, or the throne jewels. Things are definitely rocking and rolling here, aren't they? Let's restore this throne.
You restore the king's throne with the crown gems and a pinch of magic. Glorious.
Another great cinematic. I'll tell you what, they certainly give it to us.
The glory of the king's throne is restored. It is a beacon of hope and courage to the burrowers. You are too kind, Spellbinder. You have helped create an unofficial peace with the bees, but we need a formal treaty, such as my ancestors had with the apiary. Can you broker a formal peace treaty with Queen Sabina, so we may stand together against the Shadow Queen and the Umbra Legion?
Fantastic, guys. Let's broker not necessarily a peace, but let's broker the allies. So we need to go talk to Queen Sabine. I like Queen Sabine quite a bit. She's like one of my favorite queens that we've helped out. Oh yeah, by far. And we've helped out quite a few queens.
Spellbinder, I heard that you utterly defeated Belosto Toebiter and restored the Round Dance Shrine. Well done. King Piet wishes to forge a formal treaty with us? Yes, I am quite happy to do so. To bind the pact, I need your help. I grieve for the harm I did under the shadow, but I can undo one great evil. Divum Whiteheart was poisoned and laid in a resin tomb.
What? Divin still lives?
But he is not dead. He is in a form of stasis and can be revived. Goliath stingers have a similar potent venom. Track down the Goliath stinger lair and get a dose of their venom so we can create a remedy and revive Divum.
Heck yeah! I didn't know it was possible. I thought Divin fell, but apparently, he was still alive. He was poisoned, and they sealed him. So the queen apparently thought quickly and was able to keep him from expiring. And so now we need an antidote to that venom. So, well, I don't mind roughing up some Goliaths to get that antidote, or to get what we need to fix it, to create an antidote. My goodness, to bring Divum back to the fold. That would be so incredible. And just gotta beat up a couple of these guys? Heck, you don't even have to pay me to do that. Okay, so yeah, we already know how this show's gonna go. Okay, so let's just go ahead and probably the most beneficial one will be the infallible. So let's throw that up. Too bad any blades didn't pop up. Okay, let's see. Well, that is dandy. Let's just go ahead and do Ship of Fools, and that way we have a second one in case we need to do it. Yeah, sometimes that's all you can do. Alrighty. Yep, that's why I kept another one ready. Oh, nice.
Oi, why you no just ask for venom? Take it, we have plenty.
Hey, hey. We got... You just had to ask us for it. Why do you have to fight us? Well, that's usually what you guys do. Okay, let's head back up to Queen Sabine. There she is.
You managed to get the venom? Well done. We need to mix the venom with charcoal powder to transform it to its healing form. You'll have to get some from the Night Flames in Camp Havoc. They use it for their dark rituals.
Jeez. It's like everything is... There's so much running around here. There is just absolutely so much running around. It is quite the run. Okay. Well, we marked back where Queen Sabine is, so we can get back there quickly. Okay, so now to Queen Myrtle Town. There's Eamon Night Eyes hanging out. Okay, here we go. Night Flame again. Seems like they have us beat a few of these guys up quite a bit. Okay, there we go. Let's do this. Okay, well, not quite enough to finish the job. Let's hit him. Got him. Okay. Feeling good, like we got some progress going, guys. Okay, back to Queen Sabine.
You got the charcoal powder. Excellent. Mix it with the Goliath Stinger venom to create the remedy. I had Divim move to the small gallery. Meet me inside.
Let's go. Small gallery. Okay. Hopefully this mix will do the trick.
As soon as I melt the resin casing away, deliver the remedy.
Let's go.
Divim's form is cold and inert, but you hope for the best as you make him drink. There is a long, dark moment where nothing happens. No heartbeat, no pulse, no breath. And then...
Oh, that tastes terrible.
We had to go all the way back out there to talk to the queen. She was just there. Good. Well, the good news is Divin woke up. Eventually, we're going to get rid of the hornets that are hanging out around here, right? Hornets are kind of mean. They don't want to go anywhere.
Well done, Spellbinder. I will have my people escort Divim Whiteheart back to Bastion. He should rest for a time. Spellbinder, tell King Piet that the apiary is honored to stand with Bastion against the Shadow. The way ahead of you is dark and fraught with peril, but if I can ever help you, you have but to ask.
Okay, let's go talk to King Piet, Morning Sword in Bastion. Wow, what an event. What an eventful day today, guys. We have saved a king. We have saved our friend Divim. The world begins to feel as if it's coming back, as if things that are lost are being returned. Hope is once again renewed.
Spellbinder, what word do you have from Queen Sabina? A treaty? And Divim Whiteheart returned to us? A glorious day. Spellbinder, the Shadow Queen must be reeling and distracted from your victories here and in the Mooncliffs. I know you are eager to press on and face the Shadow Queen. I do not understand her dark ritual, but I know it must be stopped. The Shadow Palace lies at the end of the world, across the Starfall Sea and past the Konda Desert. But how to get you there? Consult with my advisor, Una Moondancer, then question Zaltana the Mirror Mask for her insight. Are you sure we can trust this Mantis? Strange allies in these dark days.
Fantastic, but unfortunately, guys, that's all the time we have. So next episode, we're going to discuss our options with Una Moondancer and with the Mantis, and we shall continue to take the fight to Morganth. This is Kieran Gravehammer for the Death School Walkthrough. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.